fans. This is Shane Combs, SVC Sports Talk Plus, coming at you here on September the 9th. And I want to thank Dr. Chris Good for all the support and allowing us to give the kids credit throughout the Cider Valley Conference and all the different sports. On this particular episode of SVC Sports Talk Plus, I want to talk to you about volleyball. It's been an exciting start to the season, coming up on again, recording this on a Monday night, where tomorrow night out at Adena, undefeated Huntington travels over to Frankfurt. I'm going to have a chance to be on that call with Dewey Daly. I'm really anxious to see that particular matchup. And, you know, when I look at that matchup, I'm intrigued by Adena. Kind of does it with a 1-2 punch of Burns and Day. And then if you look up and down the stat sheet, not a lot of balance, but again, you get Sowers and Grooms doing a lot of good setting. You know, Adena, great passers, seem to grow on trees at Frankfurt. They're really solid in serve receive. They're really good defensively. They just sometimes, as I've said before, outlast you. Their skill level's just going to outlast you to where you mess up before they do. And I'm really intrigued to see how that plays a factor tomorrow night with Huntington, because Huntington, they too have an outstanding player in Carol. Baker's having a nice start to the year. I highlighted her a few weeks back on SVC Sports Talk Plus. And then Huntington's really turning to a couple freshmen to add in a third and fourth piece at the net. And it's all quarterbacked in a 5-1 setting attack with the McCloskey. So intrigued by this. Huntington has survived some tough matches early in the year to put themselves in this situation, coming up on a stretch with Adena and then eventually Uniota. But again, to Huntington's credit, they've survived each test to this point. Uniota's certainly right there still. 9-2, 3-1 in the league, I believe, at this time of recording. And Uniota's good. I mean, that's the word I would use. I'm still trying to figure out some identity pieces with Uniota sometimes. I was kind of there with Uniota a year ago the same way. But the thing I keep coming back to is this is a team that has 11, 12 kids that can play varsity volleyball and are good. And so many teams maybe match up just fine with Uniota 1, 2, 3, 4. But as you start to get down the roster, Uniota's depth certainly is a factor. So I certainly don't think Uniota's out of this thing. I think they're going to continue to improve and get healthy. I know they're going through some issues with injury and so forth. So that'll be something to follow as we move forward. And, you know, Southeastern's certainly there. We know how good Logheed is. Zane Trace, I've highlighted Platt. Snavely, I hope I'm saying that name correctly. Really, really nice start to the year. Been real impressed with Zane Trace's depth. I mentioned that coming out of the preview, and I've seen that here in the early season matches as well. And then Westfall, I know they're 1-3, but I mean this is a Westfall team that let's see, 4 games with Uniota, 5 games with Huntington. They could certainly flip that record if they were able just to come up with a few extra plays here and there. So I still think they're extremely dangerous as you move forward. And then Piketon already with 3 wins, Paint Valley with 2. They both have some non-league matches coming up, I think, and that's always important come tournament time, as our league splits up in some divisions and you have an opportunity. So again, looking forward to being on the call there. Appreciate Sosa having me. But again, I'll try to come to you several times throughout the year here on SVC Sports Talk Plus. Make sure you're checking out John Bruce and his work on the website there for scores and stats throughout the week. And again, another shout out to Dr. Chris Good for all the support that he allows us the opportunity to talk about the kids. So again, Shane Combs, SVC Sports Talk Plus. Thanks for listening. Make sure you check out football coverage here as well. And then here soon, we'll have a new season with my brother Matt and I. We'll be going to expanding the zone. So make sure you check that out as well. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel and you're sure never to miss it. Thanks, everyone.